recording right now. Fuck it, dog.
Let's do it.
Yeah, man. We don't even have to, you know what I'm saying? We're not going to do the good old...
Welcome, everyone, to the Pasefika Movie Starter Kit.
Yeah, man. Like, bro, I literally just woke up from a nap.
Fresh, subconscious
You know
thoughts. Are you trying to lucid dream?
No, fuck no, bro.
You gotta write down. You gotta have your dream notes. You gotta have your dream journal.
Man, bro. Oh, man.
I had one lucid dream, I think, in my life. Maybe two. But I was, like, flying down from Aloau. Bro, I was, like, flying around Samoa. I was like,
why does lucid dreaming always involve flying? Like, is that... Like, that's what that except said. It was like, yeah, dude, like, it usually involves
flying around.
Yeah. I just remember like a dream that really sticks out. I don't think it was lucid though. It would have been awesome if it was, but I remember it was me and my dad, and I think we were in California, and it was just us two against like the zombie apocalypse, bro.
Hey, nice.
Yeah, bro, the whole thing. Like, and then I wake up like, oh, what the?
Check the windows.
That was fucking awesome.
You go back to sleep, back to sleep.
Yeah, back to sleep. Yeah.
Trying to catch the dream.
Yeah, bro. You know what I mean? I've done that a couple times too, trying to catch the dream. I feel like I was successful. I just don't remember. Now, you know what? I'd probably remember.
Yo, you wake up and you just, the dream is like trying to keep water in your hand. It's just spilling out of your mind. You can't remember any more of it. This is like, no, wait. Oh, yeah. You know, you pull that journal out and you're like, okay, I was walking through the city. There were zombies, there were big buildings. And I think that eventually you'll realize while you're dreaming, you're like, oh, whoa. Man. I'm in a city. There's some buildings over here. This look familiar. Am I dreaming? I'm dreaming.
I would just love to. Oh, I want that moment for myself. Yeah. I just want that moment for myself, bro. Like, I'm just like, oh, dude, I'm in a dream. I can do whatever I want. But I don't want to fly because everybody else is flying in their lucid dreams. So I'm just like,
no, I thought you said loser dreams. No. Everybody else is flying. These freaking losers. I'm going to run. You're going to be the Flash in your lucid dream. These other losers.
Yeah, these fucking losers' dreams.
All flying like the same ass people.
Yeah, like who the fuck, man? What the fuck, bro? Like I'm different. I have awareness in my dreams. I'm gonna run. I'm not even running at super speed. I'm just like in my own pace. Like, yeah. Losers' dreams. Fuck no.
I'm not gonna fly like you losers' dreams.
Yeah, man.
So what are we doing? We want to explain it to people?
Yeah, I'm with it. So, this is kind of I don't know what the hell we're gonna call this yet, but this is just something that we thought of to, you know, kind of give something in the off weeks because we were so focused on you know, talking about the movies and having bi-weekly releases, but with all of our shows we do weekly stuff, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And I feel like this will be a good one to put out there, and with this it's more like just extra, like an extra content to go along with the movies that we watch, because during the actual starter kit, you know, we're breaking down scenes and talking about the movie like at that full length, and we touch on themes throughout our reviews. We touch on them, we just don't focus on them, and then, you know, it kind of just goes in and out. So this is like our opportunity to really like revisit the movies and maybe talk about like certain themes that pop up in those movies that stick out to us. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. You know, I mean, whatever. What?
Definitely that part that stick out to us. Like, we're planning on revisiting the movies that we've already watched and done reviews for. But yeah, exactly like you're saying, when we're doing the movies, we're full on in the movies, going scene by scene. Yeah, and people, I'm sure, even when I'm listening to certain stuff, like I'll listen and be like, oh, okay, talk more about that awesome fact that you just talked about, or this theme that you guys are dissecting. But instead, we like roll on in the conversation, or we keep talking about the movie. So definitely want to take this chance to like a deeper dive into some of those themes. But we're gonna each have something about the movies that we're going back into, and I guess we can just talk about like whatever theme or point that we want to go deeper into, instead of just kind of skimming over the movie in our scores and stuff. I mean, a 2-hour freaking movie review, I wouldn't say is skimming. Like, it's pretty good deep dive. Like,
you know what I'm saying? Like, bro, if they could look at our notes, I'm telling you, it's like literally scene by scene, bro. And now I'm trying to write it out like a freaking screenplay too. Interior, kitchen, scene, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm some weird movie nerd shit. Like, I don't know, man. There's just a whole lot that goes into the episodes that we do, and this is an opportunity for us to just really like try to unpack whatever it is that we touch on in the episode. So, you know what I mean? Without further ado and all that, you know what I mean? Because you know your point about, I mean, your point that you're about to bring up is a really good one, and it's a big one throughout Once We're Warriors. So, you know, this is a revisit of Once We're Warriors, and it's everywhere. You know what I'm saying? The fool Jake the Muss seems to live his damn life around this shit, and you know, it's kind of crazy. So, you know, without further ado, Brad, let them know. You know what I mean?
Yeah, going into Once We're Warriors, having never watched it before, we heard about people talking like, yo, it's a really heavy movie. There's a lot of crazy stuff that happens. There's definitely traumatic scenes and stuff. And I feel like it all comes back, like the reason those traumatic scenes are even happening or are being fostered or have a place to grow is Jake the Muss's rampant alcoholism. And that, like, he's down for the bottle more than he is keeping his family members, you know, supported or propped up. And we see, like, he's ready to fight. He's always ready to, like, throw down, even when he's not drunk. So I don't know if, like, the alcohol is the issue in the fighting, but it definitely makes him more, like, likely to get into arguments, to, like, become a violent, abusive partner. I don't know. What's
the saying that people have when it comes to drinking? Like, it's like, you know, your drunk words, sober thoughts.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like we're seeing the real version of Jake the Muss come out when he's drinking. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, when he's not drinking, he's like this charming dude. You know what I'm saying? He's like, you know, he's not that much of a piece of shit. He's still kind of a piece of shit. But, you know, he's you know.
I feel like he's a piece of shit. And then the alcohol makes him, like, I guess unleashes like another level of I don't care, of just like that coldness, that disconnection. What is the word I'm looking for? Yeah, super disconnected. Like, not like, are those his kids? Like, I don't know. And definitely the violence that he enacts upon his wife. That's your life partner. That's the person that gave you children, that grew your family. What is, I don't know, it feels like just like a selfish thing, right? Like, I'm going to drink more than I care about my family, and I don't care how the actions are when I'm drunk. I'll just, like, tell my wife her beaten face is ugly and to fix it up later. I'll tell the kids to stop crying, to be quiet. That's just like everybody in your house is walking on eggshells, and that trauma is just, you see how it starts to affect everybody differently. His eldest son is like out of the house, hates him, wants to join a different family, a different gang. His daughter hates him, sees the violence that he beats his wife, his kids. He's a cold man. She's out. She has like different friends outside of the house that she feels are like her best companions. Boogie is being Boogie, he's following the same paths out of the house. It's like not like feels like not a collected family. They're just all separate and reeling and trying to escape the house because they know that's where Jake the Muss drunk ass is going to be.
Yeah.
And they're going to have to eventually deal with that fallout, that drunk fallout, whether it's, him having hella people over, like, and disrupting your night, or like freaking inviting people into your house that may harm you, and eventually that traumas that lead to other incidents like drug use, suicide. And it all starts from just Jake deciding that he's just going to drink all day instead of like, I don't know, going to therapy. I want to say what would have fixed it? Is it just Jake the Muss that had to have been like, okay, I need to stop drinking so much? Is it somebody else that needed to come in and step in?
Man, we're like, when you watch that movie and we're so quick to be like, Jake the Muss is a piece of shit, and rightfully so, right? Yeah. But like my whole, like the thing that stuck out to me the most in this movie, and after learning some stuff, some stuff about like Maori culture and like our colonizers, the colonization of New Zealand and stuff, is that this is like generational trauma living out in the modern times, right? Like throughout the movie, like you get like the history of Jake the Muss and how like he says he comes from like a line of slaves, right? That's why Beth's family never like took a liking to him. You know what I'm saying? There's a whole point about, you know what I'm saying? Like
her family was like royalty or noble.
Yeah, something. Yeah, you know what I mean?
Left them to be with the guy that's going to beat her up. Damn, that sucks.
You know what I'm saying? So like what I learned outside is that like during the early like times of colonization of New Zealand, right? The indigenous Maoris, like whoever came and colonized them, with the English, the French, whoever it was, like they gifted them with alcohol and I think drugs. I don't know about drugs, but definitely alcohol. Like they basically introduced alcohol to indigenous Maoris. So it's kind of carried on from there. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, yeah, it's kind of crazy,
the same thing that happened to like Native Americans.
Maybe, because I mean, Native Americans was getting high and shit, but that was like on some peace pipe shit. You know what I'm saying? That was like spiritual. You know what I'm saying? But like I think with the introduction of alcohol, this is what I learned from Lua. Again, shout out to Lua. Goddamn, she's like a lot of facts about stuff. So she was telling me about that, and it makes the most sense because it's like the way she put it is that it basically poisoned the Maori people from an early time. So it's just generations of alcoholism and, just depravity. You know what I'm saying? And that's all of it catching up into a character like Jake the Muss. You know what I'm saying? Like, and this movie, it packs a lot in here, right? Like, there's so many things that we could have touched on in here, It's like domestic violence, the suicide, you know what I'm saying? There's a whole bunch of stuff going on in here. But like, what really stuck out is was this generational trauma that like just like you mentioned, bro, like it's like this is gonna affect everybody in the house. So now it's like down the line, like how else is this gonna affect the kids like down the line? I mean, fucking Grace dies, bro. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, how does it affect them later on? And I'm just like, you
go through like the symptoms that people show when there are children of abusive parents, and they're like disconnected. They have trouble communicating. They have trouble trusting. They don't know if certain things are safe, so they're like a lot more withdrawn and less likely to have those connections or even relationships with people in their class, their peers, community. So it definitely, I guess, taints their worldview and life view. Like everything they see through their eyes, they have to like kind of walk on eggshells because they can't trust it. Because they know like, oh, my dad can be like, let's go take a limo to see my brother. And then the next minute he can be like drunk and throwing my mom across the living room, or like, oh, I love you in the morning, and then, oh, I hate you in the afternoon. Like that two-facedness or that switch, I'm sure. Like you talk about, generationally can kind of exponentially grow into certain things, certain ideas. Definitely Grace. She doesn't even get to like imprint more trauma on the next generation. Her life ends because of I feel like because of the starting point, the alcohol.
Yeah, bro.
And Jake not, letting that grow and affect his family. But you talk about generational trauma, like, what do you...
Well, because it's like Jake, like I feel like Jake the Muss, he comes from a line of probably people who are just like him, right? So this isn't new. He probably seen a lot of this growing up, and his father before him or his mom before him, and it's just, and I feel like with that, it just comes from the early days of the colonizers doing what they did in New Zealand. And it's kind of like I always refer back to this, literally the beginning of the movie, right, with the billboard. Like it touches on generational trauma in the movie. You know what I'm saying? How it goes from great looking New Zealand countryside and then the shot of the urban decay and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like it's not just like trauma in the Maori community. I mean, it's almost like the entirety of New Zealand. It makes it seem like, you know what I'm saying? So it's kind of, it's kind of, I don't know, man. It's because like a lot of there's a lot of parts in the movie where they keep bringing up their pasts and their histories. You know what I'm saying? Like, obviously Jake the Muss, long line of slaves. Beth with her, with her nobility, I guess it is, or you know what I'm saying? And I don't know. Like, I feel like this movie does a really good job of just touching on not just the trauma that the Heke family goes through, but by extension, the Maori community has gone through. That's why a lot of people have like, when this movie first came out, it really resonated with them, right? Like people were walking out of there crying and shit. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I feel
having
like
to go straight to the bar after.
Oh, fuck!
After a movie, one of those movies that's just like, oh man, I need to assess my life and my expectations and what I think is going on out here, because it really is, poverty, and that perfect countryscape billboard down to like freeway smoke, smog, pushing a shopping cart down the street for transportation,
bro.
Yeah, that's a huge fall off. And right at the beginning of the movie, so it sets it up. Get ready for how this family's going to deal with being left behind, as far as like, I know every countries want to put their best foot forward, right? Show their best picture, but there's so much stuff that's really happening that people are living, like the working class people actually have to live through. So if you're trying to present, New Zealand is this great place, everything's healthy, everything's happy, no one's hungry, and then people living there are like, well, that's bullshit.
I wish it was like that for me and my family.
Yeah, where is it? Where is that happening? Let's go there. Let's make sure we're getting the same sort of deal. But that can lead to like, I hate this government. Let's overthrow everything, or at least get what the people deserve. You're talking about generational trauma that led to Jake's, and I was thinking like the trauma that was going to bounce forward from his actions.
Hey, so I mean, it all ties together. It ties together, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like he's definitely not the only alcoholic in his long line of slaves. You know what I'm saying? And he probably won't be the last one, because I mean, it's an addiction, and his kids have seen it all. You know what I'm saying? They're probably going to somebody's probably going to use that to cope, and it's going to be a hard cycle to break. You know what I'm saying? Because it starts from such a long time ago. Yeah. I feel like the movie does a good job of subtly painting that, but
there's that second or the sequel to this movie where broken hearts go. I don't know. Forrest had let us know that was even a thing, but he mentioned that in that movie, Jake the Muss is kind of not repenting, but he's trying to earn his way back as a father after losing them. So hopefully that's the kind of turnaround that, you know, that tragedy kind of leads to. But if you were trying to break generational traumas and not let it go forward, it's like, I don't even know. What? Say you were Jake the Muss, right? Say you were like, and you had Tamura Morrison's like haircut and shoulders, open flannel, about to beat up some kids on the street. All right. Yeah. Say you're Jake the Muss, and you're like, you realize one day, oh, this is gonna affect my kids and their kids and our people moving forward. What do you do? Like, what do you think you could do and would do?
I mean, the obvious answer is seek help, right? But in order to seek help, you have to realize that you have a problem. You know what I'm saying? That would probably be the hardest part, especially for someone like Jake the Muss, who just seems to know everything or just doesn't care about, you know, anything other than himself and doesn't want to look beyond that. So it would definitely be to gain the self-awareness to recognize that I do need help and that my family needs me and that I'm a selfish piece of shit, an alcoholic bastard, you know what I'm saying? And take steps to, you know, try to better myself with that, but also just find my family and please, like, you know, beg for their forgiveness, I guess. But I mean, just I would obviously try to seek help, you know, seek help and let them know that I'm trying to be a better father to, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to be a better husband, but I don't know. Like, bro, generate, like, dog, like, can you just, you're literally generations of the shit who doesn't know how to handle this shit. And in order to break it, I don't know, man.
Yeah, there's not a lot of like hope that he's gonna make that change.
You know, and I'm a cynical person, so I'm just like, man, Jake the Muss doesn't give a fuck. He's not gonna change, bro. But it's thoughts like that, it's people like me who think like that make it harder for motherfuckers who actually do want to change. So, you know, fuck, man. I don't want to root for Jake the Muss either.
Yeah, someone for decades has shown that they're not that guy, and it feels like you're lying to yourself to give them that benefit of the doubt at that point. Like, after 18 years of being an abusive drunk, like, that's, you can't be like oh, maybe now Jake, I mean, he never had any of his kids like kill themselves in the backyard. So that maybe that is what that second movie that's the catalyst that made him want to become better or not lose any more children. But even throughout the movie, it doesn't look like he cares about any of these kids. Like, he's like, tells Nick whatever, Boog, you know, this will toughen him up. He needs to go to foster care.
Yeah. Well, what would you do if that was you, bro? What if he was Lance the Muss? What would you do if he was Lance the Muss? What is that? Is the alcohol? Like, I'm trying to figure out the situation that got him there. Right. I'm also trying to figure out how Beth stayed for 20 years. Right.
And I'm like, what could it have been about Jake that was great? That made her leave her, like, noble, like, I'm going to be a princess? You know? That's crazy. He had a princess leave freaking Mushroom Kingdom and then, like, abuse her. That sucks.
You know, maybe she was just like rebelling. You know, maybe.
Okay, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Maybe it's just another form of rebellion. But
I don't know. Kids, they know better. Kids think they know better.
You know what I'm saying? Shut up, Mom. I love him. He's a good dude.
Yo,
stop.
Yo, therapy. But I don't think he would have been able to do that.
You know, I think he's too prideful and too stubborn.
Yeah, like, he's always right, and everyone's got to. I feel like that's probably a lot of dads and fathers and husbands over the last 50 to 100 to 1,000 years. It's like, hey, I'm the man. Okay? I'm the man.
I'm
and you are the cook
dude.
and the clean and the baby carrier and baby birther and baby take care of her.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, we're definitely in a place where we understand that families are stronger together when people are doing more. But I don't think, like you said, the generations leading up to that, Jake probably doesn't even see that as an option. Like going to therapy to take care of his family. He's just like, they need to toughen up. Like, get with the program, make sure the food's on the table, don't make too much noise when I don't want you to make too much noise, laugh at my jokes, talk when I want you to talk.
Yeah.
But that's, terrible expectations to have that and to place that on your family and to any other people, but especially your kids and wife.
Yeah. It definitely, it would be hard for someone like Jake the Muss to accept help. You know what I'm saying? And it'd be definitely hard for someone like him to look inwards and figure out that he has a problem. Because like, you know what I'm saying? Because he feels like everyone else around him is the problem.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
He's looking outwards like, well, something. It's not me.
It's not me. It's you. It's you, dude. I'm freaking right all the time, dude.
He's asking his friends, like, was I too hard on her? Like,
exactly.
That wasn't me, right? And they're like, no, there's nothing you could have done.
You know?
He's like, yeah, right? That was just a weird one-off thing. It's like, well, none of the rest of your kids like you. I mean, that's 5 out of 5 right there. So
yeah, exactly. Just the lack of self-awareness, right?
Because we put it on Beth to like be the strong person, to be the hero in the story, but she shouldn't have had to do that. It's the weakness of Jake. It's the weakness of Jake that is what causes all the strife and all the pain. It's like he can't stop, drinking, and that's what it just tumbles out onto everybody else on his family. But she shouldn't have had to do that.
Yeah, that's a really good point. Shit, man. Fuck yeah.
Nice, yeah, and that's the Once Were Warriors deep dive.
yeah, and they're right there, yeah. Fuck you, Jake. Yeah, fuck you, Jake the Muss. Yeah, man. Shit, if there's anything else that we missed, please let us know, bro. Continue the conversation, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly, Yeah, we've only got these like points that we're thinking of, but there are so many points that people are probably listening to the reviews and even probably listening to this conversation where you're like, keep talking about that, but we switched. Let us know. Yeah. Email us, DM us, please. Drop the message. Let us know exactly what you want to hear more about. We can research it. We can record it, talk more about it, but even specific scenes or points, we can fit those in and do like short little talks about that. But yeah, definitely let us know because we're limited by our own tunnel vision about certain points and stuff. So let's make this a collaborative event. Let us know what you want broken down in these films that we did 2.5 hours on already. But you want more? We will give you more. That's why we're here.
Give you more.
You want more?
Yeah.
Take it.
Yeah, fun. For real, it's already about to be the end of the year. Hell yeah, man. Yeah, please talk to us. Let us know. Short ass movie, but there's a lot packed in here, and I'm sure we missed a lot. You know what I'm saying? So talk to us. Let us know. Pasefika Movie Starter Kit, whatever this is called. Politics Network. Follow us. You know what it is. We out here. You know what I mean? Yeah.